Hey! Hope you're having a fantastic day. Hope you're having a fantastic Monday, fantastic start to the week. My name is Jamie Selby, and I'm here to inspire you to create your own website for free. Yes, you heard that right, for free. That includes hosting as well, which is absolutely amazing. So without further ado, I'm going to jump straight into it. So let me just... if there's anyone joining me, just answer any comments put any comments or questions in the comment section. I'd love to answer any questions as we're going through today's session. I'm a little bit later today than I planned. Plans always don't go to plan. I had planned on going live at 12 o'clock today, but I had a meeting with my PA in South Africa. Well, no, I didn't have to go to South Africa to meet her, but she's based in South Africa. And in today's session, I'm going to show you how to build your own website for free. Now, I'm going to try and do this in an hour. So I'm going to try and do as much as I can within an hour. Typically, it would take me probably around about 7 hours to create a full website. You might be saying, Jamie, you're crazy. Yeah, it's not a very good website for 7 hours, and you get what you put into it. So if you're saying to me, oh, Jamie, I haven't got the time to create my own website, then this is still going to be useful to you, because I'm going to be showing you how you can do it very, very quickly. So let's go Groove. So the tool I am using is called GrooveFunnels. I am a lifetime member and affiliate member of GrooveFunnels. So if I do share any links in the section here, you can expect that I would get paid a commission if you make a buying decision based on that. I have to tell you that as part of like the legal requirements, but that's not the reason for doing this. I want to be pushing out this content to inspire you. I want to be pushing out this content to help you to create your own website, to get your business online. You know, if COVID has taught us anything, is that getting our business online right now today is vitally important to the future success of our business. Now, just having a website alone isn't enough. Like you're going to hear a lot of people talking about sales funnels, and I want to help you differentiate between the two. I wish I could hook up I'm going to learn how to hook up my iPad to StreamYard. And once I can hook up my iPad to StreamYard, I'm going to draw you some pictures so that you can see exactly how things work. Why you need a website, which is effectively like a landing page. So you will need a website, but then why you will also need sales funnels that are then actively promoting, actively selling products and services within your armory or suite of products and services. Now, you might be saying to me, oh, Jamie, but I'm a bookkeeper. What do I need a sales funnel? Well, if you want sales online, then yes, you need a sales funnel. You might be saying, well, how am I going to quote that online? And that's different. So if you're doing specifically bookkeeping, or you're doing cleanup work, what you can do is you could create a sales funnel for cleanup work, and you could provide a fixed fee. Now, I will caveat that, because if you're providing a fixed fee, you're going to have to give some scope in the work that you're going to do. So as an example, I will do your cleanup job for any business ranging from £0 to £250,000. I will do that. I will go through, clean up the records for a full 12-month period. Any additional time on top of that will be added on top. And then I would build a sales funnel that is going to sell that product. So anybody that is coming up towards their year end, or actually towards a deadline, they need a quick turnaround. This could be a great product to actively promote. You actively promote that product, they go through the sales funnel, they buy that product directly from there. And you might be saying, okay, Jamie, what about pricing mistakes? Yes, you're going to make pricing mistakes when doing this. And that's if you're the one that's doing the work. Now, you could, which is a better method, you could create a sales funnel that teaches the client how to do the cleanup work themselves. Now, if they've got themselves into a pickle, chances are they're going to want to pay you to do it. So what you could do is you could have a sales funnel that is actively selling them into a product that's going to teach them how to do it themselves. And then you could potentially upsell them into a done with you service or a done for you service. Now, done for you service, I always recommend doing a face-to-face meeting with the client if you're going to do cleanup work. So you could just be selling them in the funnel to actually get them to do that, to take that action. But at least you're actively out there selling. And with a sales funnel, that sales funnel is working 24/7. It never sleeps. It never sleeps. It's always there. And whilst ever you're appearing on search engines, it's so vital that you have that online presence. It's so vital that you are actively promoting what you do, because if you're not actively promoting what you do, then you're not going to get sales. So at the moment, I'm actively promoting GrooveFunnels. I'm an affiliate for GrooveFunnels. If you were to make a buying decision to buy GrooveFunnels, then I would get paid an affiliate commission. Now, I would get paid an affiliate commission for life. So whilst ever you're a member of GrooveFunnels, so I have extra incentive to provide you with exceptional amount of value and to help you become successful online. And hopefully you become successful online using Groove. If you don't use Groove, there's no commitment. You don't have to do that. I'm just showing this tool because it's something I found very, very easy to adopt. I found it very, very easy to go into there and start building my own website. And my background is I'm an accountant, so I've not got any. I've learned on the job when it comes to creating websites. I've learned on the job when it comes to graphic design. But hopefully you'll like what I show you. So let's share my screen. I have to be careful with this because sometimes I like sharing too much. So I just want to reel you in and sell to you. No, I don't. I want to reel you in. I want to give you lots and lots of value. So that is me. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm an international best-selling author of the book, co-author, sorry, of the book Better Business, Better Life, Better World, The Movement. I'm also an Amazon best-selling author and actually soon to be international best-selling author with my the second book that I did, which was a co-authored piece called Legacy, the Sustainable Development Goals in Action. Now, you might be saying, why am I telling you this? The reason why I'm telling you this is because I want you to feel like you're in the right place. I want you to feel like you're getting the education from the right person, not somebody who's just all fluff, if that makes sense. So anyway, this is inside GrooveFunnels. So inside the GrooveFunnels, GrooveFunnels have got an offer on right now at the moment, which is absolutely epic. And for free, you'll get Groove Pages, Groove Sell, Groove Affiliate, Groove Mail, Groove Member, Groove Video, and Groove Cart. So you'll get all of those tools for free for life. Now, okay, there's going to be restrictions on their use, but you get them free for life. So that's one of the main reasons why I'm promoting this, because if you can just, I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't know if you've ever tried to host a WordPress website or whether you've had to make changes to a WordPress website. It's an absolute nightmare. So anyway, let's dive straight into the content. So we want to create a new site. So here's a few sites I've been creating. So if I just open up this editor, I'll show you just kind of the like a basic summary. So this was me creating a landing page for the legacy book. So the foreword was by Paul Pullman. I've got a headline tag here. I've got a section that I've added here of text. I've got a call to action button here. So when you click that call to action button, it will actually take you to Amazon. So I don't have a checkout page on here yet. It's not built in here yet. If you are interested in actually getting a free signed copy of the legacy book, just put in the comments section that you'd be interested in that, and I will message you and get your address details. I will even pay for the postage myself. And that will really inspire you, especially if you're a business that's wanting to change the world. If you're wanting to do that, then I've got the tools and techniques to help you do that. So I've been able to add a video in here. So what's happening here on screen is you've got blocks. So these section here are called blocks. And I'm not going to try and talk too much technobabble, but these are blocks. So think of them as building blocks. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to build blocks on top of blocks. Now, when you're building blocks, you have to think about, well, okay, how are those blocks going to look on a mobile web application? So the first thing I've learned is how to build it for a standard computer optimization, which is the view that I'm in at the moment. And then now what I'm learning is I'm actually learning how to build it into a mobile application. So you'll see here, some of the text actually is too big. So whilst that was working possibly on this screen, actually it's probably a little bit too big for this screen. when I go onto the mobile application view there, it doesn't work there. So what I can do here is I can just highlight this text here, and I can start to just reduce the size. So just drop it down. I'm just going to hit save, and that's a lot better. That's a lot better on the mobile app. I don't know what's happening with that button there, so I don't actually like that. I think that's ballooning, and you can see here that is actually covering that section here. So I'm just showing you a few little edits that you can do within the website. You can add videos. So adding a video is just a case of selecting or bringing in an element from the left-hand side. Again, I'm going to be building a website from scratch. I just wanted to give you an overview of what you're going to see so you can stay around if you want to. Basically, if you want to stay around and learn how to create your own website for free, then you can do this. I've got this blank space here. That will be something to do with the blocks. I've got this text here, which is being overlapped by this text here. So I can actually adjust it in this one here. So I can say, well, actually, I want it to be there. Then I can go back to this view here, see what that's doing there. Actually, that's not, it's creating a huge gap there. I don't know what's going off there. So I'm going to have a play about with that. We've got, this is overlapping here. That's not overlapping, that's okay. So what I could do is, actually probably what I need to do is I probably need to move that up. Probably need to move that up quite a lot, to be fair. So I'm just showing you just how easy the editor is. He says. So just create a gap there. And then what I want to do is I'm going to try and move that down if I can. And no, why is that not moving? There we go. I actually selected the right element. So move that down. I'm going to move that down as well. Actually, I'm going to go up one section and move that down. And then I'm actually going to select this section here and I'm going to move that completely down. I'm going to select this. So don't underestimate the importance of making sure your page is optimized for mobile, because I think some of the latest stats are showing that majority of websites now are actually being viewed on a mobile application. So most of your content is going to be digested on a mobile application. So I just wanted to show you that. Now that will affect my design here. So whilst that design looked okay on my mobile app, now we've started to see how that's now overlapping into there. So I've got to make some more design changes. And basically all I'm going to do is just keep playing around with it until I find something that works for me. And it works for the mobile application. So you can see there again, I've had to drop that there, and it'll be something to do with the padding. So if I scroll down to here, you've got spacing, and you see here I've got a margin there, but I haven't got any padding. So what's happening there is effectively when I go onto the mobile application, it's automatically putting that padding there, or it's not putting that padding there. So the text is moving and not looking very good on a mobile application. So let's create a website from scratch. So I'm going to go back to Groove Pages, and I'm just going to create a new site. So the beautiful thing here is what we can do is we could if you've got the paid for, so I've paid for the lifetime version, which cost me $1,397. You might say, why have you paid for the lifetime version? Well, I've already created more than 3 websites already, and I'm going to be looking at creating a hell of a lot more. So, and also because with the premium membership, I also get access to all of these premium templates. So I can just select any of these templates and start using them straight away. So this one here, I might decide, okay, I'm going to create this digital marketing training. Now that's if I want to use a template. So let's just preview that and see what that looks like. And you'll see just how good actually some of these designs are. So this is quite nice. You've got text there, text, got a box there, got a few boxes here, some logos. I'd like that to be a little bit lower, so something going off there. This training is for you if this is probably for this. Yeah, we've got an image tile here, text tile there. So I'm just trying to help you understand the architecture of the different building blocks that we're going to put into a website to make a website work. So if we think of it in blocks rather than really intricate design work, so like we're creating a piece of art, you know, I'm not a graphic designer. I can do graphic design, and my design is very, very good. My background isn't a graphic designer, so I don't know how to code into something, the graphic design, or how to make final tweaks and things like that. What I can do is I can make an image look incredibly good. So here we could have, here directly from our students, we can have video tabs or video blocks, containers, we'll call them. This is what you're going to learn. This is the modules. So this has literally got everything you need to start building out your own marketing training. Now, I might decide, actually, I don't like that. So let's go back in. Let's have a look at something else. So if anyone in the comments would like me to show a specific template, I'm more than happy to do that. Let's have a look. I quite like that construction industry template, but I started messing that up. I actually quite like that one. So let's preview that one. So again, you've got this website. It's got some nice graphics. You don't even need to change the graphics. Just put your own logo in. Start using it straight out the box. Actually, that's really nice. I quite like the design. So whoever's designed that is just taking some time to design that. So I'm going to say, yeah, I would like to use that. But again, I'm going to try and show you how to do that to build it from scratch. So let's show you how I would do my research. Now, typically what I would do is I would go and try and find a website that I really like. So for example, I'm trying to think of somebody's website who I really like. Russell Brunson. Now I tried to replicate this in GrooveFunnels. Now Russell Brunson is the leader of ClickFunnels, the competitor product to GrooveFunnels. So I'm not here saying that GrooveFunnels is better than ClickFunnels. They are doing similar sorts of jobs. But what GrooveFunnels is doing is offering you the ability to build your website for free. So I just wanted to, let me just show you actually in the back office. So let me just cancel that. So each of these websites, so this website here is already hosted. This one's already hosted. This one's already hosted. So if I open the editor, I just want to show you how easy this is. I've got to be careful that I don't show you too much because I don't want to show you my DNS settings and stuff like that. I'll do that on a separate video where I can actually blank out the important information because I don't want hackers getting access to that information. But literally all I do is I click on publish here. I want to publish it on my domain. Now, what I've done is I've created a subdomain. So rather than it being www.jamieselby.com, I've set this up as offer.jamieselby.com. Now, on my hosting, and again, I don't want you to get really confused here, I use Cloudflare to protect my websites. So with Cloudflare, it gives you some fantastic protection. I've got no affiliate with them whatsoever. I don't fully understand all the technology behind it, but as I understand it, they protect my website. So I would go and buy my from Namecheap. So that's where I buy my domains from. So we go to Namecheap. And you might have your preferred registrar. So I like to buy all of my domains from the same place, even if it's slightly more expensive, because it's more convenient to have all of my email addresses in one place. Now, you might be saying, do I need multiple email addresses? You will need multiple email addresses because you don't need to have multiple email addresses, but I'm going to recommend that you do, and you might want to buy similar domains that are similar to yours. So for example, if I had so Jamie Selby, so I've bought jamieselby.com, jamieselby.co.uk, jamieselby.net, jamieselby.biz, and one other, I believe, jamieselby.app, I think, because they're the 5 core ones that I want to have. And it's worthwhile, obviously, protecting your website by doing that. So all you'd do is search your domain here. So let's go cool domain here. So we've got cooldomain.cool, which is actually, that's pretty cool domain name. I wouldn't mind saying that at a networking event. That's going to cost me £3,748. We don't need that. Like, you don't need that domain. So what you could do is you want to keep the cool domain, but you want to say, okay, let's go to cool domain. Oh, it's not .biz. I'm trying to think. Cool domain.design, cool domain.website, digital, network, services. So cool domain.services. Again, it's more important what content you put out there than your domain is. I'm not saying your domain is not important, because it is important, but it's not as important right now. You may be in the future in a position where you could actually buy this. You may be in a position now to buy it. And if that's your domain, it's worthwhile buying that, because these only tend to go up in value. So whatever the valuation is here, typically they only go up in value. So there are companies out there that will come and buy these cool domains, and they will pay this premium, and then they will continue to host them for years and years and years. Now, the return on investment for them is huge. So it isn't lost money. Basically, what I'm saying is it's an asset, it's an investment for your business, but you don't need to go to that extent. Obviously, the more expensive the domain, typically the more search traffic that those two words are getting. So cool and domain is getting lots and lots of search traffic. So that might be worthwhile. Obviously, the price ticket, if that makes sense. Basically, they're value pricing it. I saw one the other day that I was looking at, and it was something like £5,000, but it was already people were already clicking on the websites. People were already going to the website. There was already thousands of people already going to the website. So for £5,000, it was a small investment to be getting like nearly 5,000 people actively landing on a website that isn't being actively promoted. So all we would do here is we would add to cart. We would then go and buy the domain. We would then, in the back office, there is DNS settings. That's all you need to remember, DNS settings, and it will be pointing to Namecheap servers. Now, that will be basic setup. You don't need anything too complex at this point. And then what you would go to next is you go to Cloudflare. Again, don't get overwhelmed with this, because if you've got any questions, I will answer them. And if you still get stuck, message me on Messenger, and I will do a screen share with you and help you get it set up. So all I would do here is I would sign up. So I'd sign up, create an account. I would type in the domain that I've just purchased. So I type in that domain name in there, and then I would add it to Cloudflare. Now, within Cloudflare, you can then add a what's called a CNAME record, and it's very, very simple. Again, just DNS, click on your DNS settings, and then there's a little add button. You click on the add button. I will be doing a video step by step for this, so you can get it set up. And then all you do need to do is create a CNAME record, and you will put offer in the first box, and then you will put this in host10.groovepages.com, and that will then point people to offer.jamieselby.com or offer.cooldomain.cool, if that makes sense. And that's literally it. Typically it will take about 24 hours for it to what's called propagate. So for the connection to happen, almost like think of it like old dial-up. So you remember that old dial-up sound. Well, effectively, what needs to happen is between your registrar, which is Namecheap, and Cloudflare, which is your DNS and your protection for your website. So it's almost like a shield in front of your website. Is, you know, all of them need to be communicating, and then they need to be pointing your subdomain, as that, what's this called, to this website. And then as soon as you've set that up once, the second time's easier, the third time's even easier, the fourth time's even easier. Like, it's so easy once you've done it once. I got really overwhelmed with it, so I called a tech friend that lives across the road. It was an absolute lifesaver when he started to demystify it, because it sounds so confusing when you're saying Cloudflare this and DNS setting that, and it just too much. Too much. But like I say, if you do have any questions, please do ask, and I'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions. So if I go back to Groove Pages, I'm just going to show you again how simple and how quick it is to create a new site. So I press that, and I'm going to create from a blank template. So I can use one of these templates here, and that's what I would recommend. Because if you're not a graphic designer, you just want to basically just change the text. You might want to add in a few couple boxes, change some images and things like that. That's the simplest way of doing it. I have built my pages from scratch because I wanted to learn how to use the designer. I wanted to learn how the boxes were working and how they were working with each other. So I start with a blank template, and all I want to do is give it a site name. So this is new cool site name. That it doesn't matter what that name is. That should help you identify. Think of it as like saving a file on your computer. So what you're doing is you're saving a file on Groove Pages or GrooveFunnels, and that's the file name that you're saving it as. So if you're creating lots and lots of websites, obviously you need to know where you're getting that information from. So I click Start Building, and all we've got is this blank canvas, and this is where you get overwhelmed and you're like, oh God, I don't know what to do. What do I do? And again, go and find something for inspiration. So Russell Brunson, or actually, let's go to the GrooveFunnels website, groovefunnels.com. Or actually, let's go to Mike Filsaime. Let's have a look at his. Mike Filsaime. So Mike Filsaime is one of the directors and co-owners of GrooveFunnels. He's done some amazing things. So let's try and replicate this. So I'm just going to start with this first block. So what I see here is I see this first block here. I don't know whether he's actually created this on GrooveFunnels. If he hasn't created this on GrooveFunnels, I'm going to go and tell him off. But chances are he has actually created it on GrooveFunnels. But effectively, each line here is a block. Now, this could be a separate block underneath here. So that could be a block there. So I've got a top block here. I've got a second block there. I've got a third. I've got a fourth. I've got a fifth. That's quite a big block. I've got a sixth. I've got a seventh. I've got an eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. So I've got 13 blocks on there. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and replicate Mike Filsaime's account. So please don't tell me off, Mike, but I'm going to try and replicate your account. I can't recreate it like for like, but I will try and recreate it. So if we go into here, first things first is we need to understand what the blocks are. So blocks have been already pre-designed. So think of it as like all of the coding, all of the technical jargon has kind of already gone into the blocks. So you don't need to code. You don't need to learn coding or anything like that. Although if you are a coder, you will be able to obviously play about with the internal settings of your website. But obviously for us mere mortals and us novices, we can't do that. Now we can either go with blank, what's called wireframes, and you'll hear this term splashed around with your website designer. Effectively what a wireframe is you laying down the foundation. So you'll just be drawing boxes and saying, right, okay, this is your header block. This is a content block. this is where a text block will go, this is where an image will go, this is where this will go. So when you click on this button, it will go here. Like you're just trying to get an idea of the functionality of it. When it goes into an iPhone screen or a Samsung screen or a mobile phone screen, those blocks then go on top of each other. Like everything is being effectively planned out. Well, that's already been planned out for you. And these are all empty. So there's nothing in there. They're just the wireframe blocks. So for example, if I wanted to put in a call to action, I could say, okay, I just want to set up this call to action. I want, let's say I want to use, actually, I don't like that. I want to use that one. So I'm just going to drag and drop it in there. Actually, that section there, I'm going to delete that. Confirm. Yeah, I quite like that. Have a mobile phone. Can I add an image inside that mobile phone? Yes, I can. So I can just choose an image there. I can also have that linking to something else. I'll go further into my blocks. Let's have a look at some of the design blocks. So we want a cover. So a cover is like the headline section. So if we look at Mike Philsame's account again, he's got this header section here. He's got a call to action button there, and he's got this text here. So let's see if we can replicate that. So I think that's the closest one I can see. So look, I'm going to delete that there. And let's go to Mike Philsame. So again, we've got a call to action button, find out more. So we've got a button there. I'm going to configure that. I'm going to change that to find out more. I'm not going to link that to anything yet, but I can link it to another page. I can link it to a specific block. So if there's a specific block, I want that button. So it could be you want the button to take them to the top of the screen again, if that makes sense. So that's functionality you could use that for. I could add a URL. So I could add a URL, which could be to book an appointment with me via Calendly. I could have a pop-up. So what happens, what the difference between a pop-up and a page is if I click that button, the pop-up will show on this screen. So we won't leave this screen. So if I hit the X button, it will just close down the pop-up, but I'm still on this web page. Whereas if I click this and it takes me to a URL, it will take me to a completely different screen. Right, so I'm going to lose that because we don't need that. I'm going to change that to Mike Philsame. So I'm literally, all I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this, Command C, Command V. Just delete that section. What have I done there? Oops, I've made a mistake. How unfortunate. I can't press Command Z. What I can do is I can press undo. So I've got Mike Philsame. We've got this section underneath Entrepreneur CEO. I'm just going to press Command C. I'm just going to put that in there, but that text is going to come through huge. So let's change the size of that font. Is that about the right size? Yeah, nearly. So we're nearly there. This is in a semi-bold. I want it to be light. Hairline. Let's go for hairline here. That's quite cool. I'm just going to drag this up. Actually, I want to drag this down. No, I can't. Let's just drag it up. There we go. So I've got Entrepreneur, CEO, and then what's the last bit I've got here? So let's go to here. Copy this, Command C. And then Command V. And you'll notice how actually on Mike Philsame's account, actually it's shrunk down into the same as that. So all I need to do is go to this box here and just literally just shrink it down. I'm going to shrink the font size to make it fit a bit better. Let me go back to his website. It's a little bit bigger. So I'm just going to make that a little bit bigger. See if I can get it onto 2 like that. Yeah. The button. So what's this? The button is square. So you might be saying, well, how do I change the button to square? So all I need to do is go to border. You see how this is 999,999 or 9,999. If I just take it back the other way, you'll see that that's now a square button. I'm just going to hit save just so I can save the progress. I'm going to go to Mike for same again. So I'm going to change this box here. So I'm just going to shrink that down. I'm going to edit that button, configure. So what was it? Learn more now, wasn't it? Find out more. Find out more. Find out more. I know I updated this last time, but I don't think I pressed update. So I'm going to save, design, text. Again, I'm just going to reduce the text size not too much, and then I'm just going to expand this box. And what color is the box on Mike's? So the color is white, the text is gray. So I'm going to change that background to white, and I'm going to change the text to gray. That's not too bad. And that is just the first section. So we all we're doing is the first section. We're not doing anything else at the moment. Now, for me to graphically design that, it would take. Well, let's do it. So Canva's the tool of choice. So I typically use Canva for my web design. So if I go, what I need to do first of all is I actually need to know what size this window is. So I use this tool here, and I can't remember what it's called. Page Ruler Redux. So REDUX. So I press this button here, and then I get this here. Now I can measure that. Now you might be saying, Jamie, why is that so important? So I want width by 1,920, and then height. I'm going to go for 1,000. So when I go into Canva, I can create a design. Now I've got custom dimensions because I pay for Canva. So I'm going to change the width to 1920, height 1,000, because that's what the ruler's just told me. So I'm going to create a design. So what I want to do is I want to create a design that goes in this background here. And I'm going to try and create it similar to what they've done there, which is going to be difficult, but I'm up for the challenge. So first of all, let's have a cool background. So Mike Filsame's got like a bit of a techie, it's like a technical design type thing, isn't it, going off there? I'm going to rename this as website. And I'm going to search for tech. Let's search for tech, see if we can get some images on tech. So we've got some quite cool ones here. See if we can find one that I like. It's not the exact same, but I quite like that. Let's just have a look back on Mike Filsane. So he's slightly faded that? No, he's just brought himself out. Okay, that's fine. So let's go back to here. So I've got that section here, and then what I want to do is I want to create some kind of wavy line at the bottom there. So let's go and have a look at lines. So I've got some wavy lines that I can add on the bottom there. We could be searching all day, couldn't we? Let's go to elements. let's try shapes. Anything I can use here? It's quite wavy, isn't it? I'm gonna go for that. That's not a perfect match, but Command C, Command V, and then send that backwards. I'm going to fade that out. I'll change that color ever so slightly to so this is basically picking some of the main colors from this section here. So I'm actually going to go with what's Mike Filsane got there. So he's got a white, and then he's got this grey, hasn't he? So he's actually got 3 in there. So let's go back to here. I'm going to change. I changed that. Actually, I'm going to twist that ever so slightly. Now, I don't know whether a graphic designer would do it like this, but this is the way I'm doing it. The only way I know how. I'm going to change that back that way. Just change that, and then you know what I'm going to do. So I'm going to change that to a grey, and then I'm going to send backwards like that. I'm going to make it a little bit less transparent. There you go. Okay, it's not a direct like for like, but I think that's a good attempt. Obviously, if you're using something like Adobe Pro or something like that, you could possibly even just take a screenshot. So if I was going to steal Mike Filsane's account, I could do that, but I'm not going to. So all I'm doing is designing the background. I don't want to steal this image. I could put in this image myself onto Canva, which let me just show you how you do that. So if I go to my photos, sorry, my uploads, I've already got photos here. Some gourmet faces. So I haven't really got any me doing nothing really. Let's just upload that one. It's not the same as Mike Filsane's. He's much more stern, much more steady bloke. Not Kellogg's Crunchy Nutter like myself. So just want to remove the background. So just removing the background. And then I'm going to send it backwards a bit because I want it to be behind this. Actually, so send this forward. Why is that? Oh, it does work. Sorry, it just hasn't loaded. So let's try. Just trying to create balance. It's not the greatest photo. I prefer it a little bit longer. Yeah, I prefer that a little bit longer. So you can add effects here as well. So you can make it pop a bit more. We can filter it. So we can add filters on to make me look really weird. We can adjust. So we can make it blend more. We can add more contrast. What's Mike done? I don't know whether I can do that. I don't know whether I can. Basically, on Mike's, you'll see here, he's actually got some light color behind him, which is then making it pop. So can I do that as well? What do I need to? Yeah, let's go and create some shapes. So I'm just going to get a head shape. So let's go my oval head. There. That's going to bring that around. Going to send that back. And see whether. No, I can't do that with that, can I? No, I'm going too technical now. So I'm not going to do that because it's going to be too technical and we're going to be here for hours. Basically, what I was going to do is going to put it behind, and what you can do is change the effect so the edges are like blended in, similar to what Mike was saying. So basically, all I want to do now is I want to download that. So I can download that now. So just download that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm then going to go into my website and I'm going to change the background. So I want to change the background. So I need to make sure anything with a green dot here is something where the settings have been changed from default. So if I go into the background here, you'll see I've already got this image. So I want to choose a new image. Now, please bear in mind that this is still in beta. It's a fantastic piece of software, but it is still in beta. So I want you to understand that. So it can be glitchy at times, but I'm hoping it doesn't fall down whilst I'm doing a demo. Upload. So basically all I'm doing is uploading that picture that I've just downloaded there. So I'm going to select that. And I don't like it. I need to phase that out. So I don't like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my website here. And what I'm going to do is what I like to do is I like to place square, rectangle, it doesn't really matter. And you might be saying, Jamie, what the hell are you doing now? And I'm going to send it to backwards, send backwards, send backwards, send backwards. Right, it's in the right place. And then all I'm going to do is change the transparency a bit. I don't want it to be that color. I want it to be darker. So I've got a bit of a cool background, but I want it to be darker because I want the text to pop more on the website. So I'm just going to download that. Try that one. And again, it is a lot of trial and error. If you've got a direct plan as to what you're going to do and how you're going to build out your website, then that's going to help you out a lot more. If you've had somebody do the graphic design for you, then you can get them to, well, then effectively all you can do is just highlight the area that you want with the ruler tool, copy and paste that, copy it and then paste it into the right section, or save it as an image and then upload it as an image in the background. So you could use something like 99 Designs to actually design the actual background, what the background looks like. Or you could actually pay somebody to do most of this work for you, or you could use a template. So I'm just trying to build this from scratch. So again, in the background, I'm going to change the background. I'm going to choose an image, upload an image, header, open, upload. I should have done a picture with me side by side with Mike Phil Same, shouldn't I? Showing you some Jedi tricks as to how people get pictures of themselves with celebrities. Right, so I'm going to select this one. It's working. Yeah, select. So as you can see now that the text is popping more. Obviously, the where my head is and where my hand is not perfect. So I'd want to go and adjust that as well. But I wanted to show you that. So that's how you can add some fresh design into it. And then what you could do is you could then start to add some content block. So you could add a content block. Content block. So let's have a look here. So what's Mike for saying got? he's got 3 columns, content block. So if we go to here, try and find something with 3 columns. Bearing in mind, you're not going to have all of these design elements here. So let me go to wireframes, content. That will work, I think. Drop the block in there. Change the background. So I'm going to change the background to help it blend in with this. So I'm just only going to go for a white. It is white. So hopefully that's now blending that in with there. Then I'm going to go back to Mike's website here. So did you know, Command C. By the way, do not ever copy somebody else's website word for word, but you can model it. You know, and go back to here. Command C. Command B. So you get the picture, hopefully, that you can do that. Now, what I can also do is I can also add in elements. So this is where you can start to have fun with your website and start to, I say fun, it is fun, as you're starting to see it come together. Rome was not built in a day, but if you work on it block by block, you're going to keep chipping away at it. Now, if you don't have a lot of time to build your own website as you're doing client work, or you just don't have a lot of time, then what you could do is do it like an hour a night. So say, right, okay, I'm just going to do this top block. Now, if I'm going to replicate Mike Philsame's account word for word, that's dead easy. But obviously you need to put words in here. So you need to put your own words in here. And bear in mind that the people that have gone before you, they've got war wounds. They know what works and they know what doesn't. So if their website isn't getting views, then use that knowledge to your advantage. So Mike Philsame, I'm sure he's getting results from this. He's either getting speaking gigs or he's getting some kind of authority because of this website, because of the layout, because of the design, because of the text that is on this. You know, I Googled his name and his name came up straight away. So it's showing up for search engine optimization. You know, who knew actually having a far out there name was actually going to play to your advantage in 2020? Because as it turns out, Jamie Selby seems like it's quite a popular name. Right, so what we want to do next is I want to add in a button, don't I? So if I want to add in a button, just scroll down and I want a solid button and I want it to appear in this section here. For some reason, it's dropped it in the top. I did say it was glitchy. So I want that button down the bottom. Why is that not doing it? You can see, I don't know, you probably can't see it. For some reason I can't. Let me just see if I expand on that box. There we go. All right, I had it. Why is it? There we go. So apparently I can't move there we go. So be it. So just adding in that section there, and then I can centralize that. I can actually copy this as well. So for example, if I've designed this block and this block is working, or this layout, so this is the container, this is the whole block. So I'm just going to show you this. So this is the layout. If I press that button there, it takes me up to the container. If I press one up more, it takes me to the block, and I can't go up any more than that. So the next block I need, if we go to Mike Philsame's account, it's very, very similar to that first section, but slightly differently designed. So if we go to here and we go to designed blocks, it was in covers, it was that one. So again, just trying to copy and paste exactly the same as what Mike's got here. So we've got Groove Digital. don't know why I keep clicking on that. Groove Digital, Command V. And then what have we got next? Then we've got, so this subheading, I want this to go down here. I know it might just look like I'm just clicking buttons. I'm not just playing a pre-recorded video either. That would be so much easier. I'm just going to shrink that text down. I want it to be hairline again. Again, going back to there, that's all one line. So I'm going to have to shrink it down even further. 1.5 there. Go back to micro scenes, and hopefully you can get the picture of what I'm doing. So I'm just copying and pasting. Now, one of the great things in GrooveFunnels as well is that you do get access to free stock images. So if I want to change this background, I don't have to have a Canva account. I can just go into the background here and I can just go and choose the image. So if I go and choose the image, like I say, if you have any questions, please do put them in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to answer any of your questions. Oh no, don't tell me that. Oh no, I may have just lost all my design work. And this is why you should regularly click save. So you'll see there, the biggest error you can make when rebuilding a website is not hitting the save button. But just to show you how quickly it is to rectify that slightly silly error whilst doing a live, is I can just come in, drag the elements in. I can go to design blocks, add in the covers. That one wasn't it? Just drag and drop it in there. What comes next is another section like that. So that's like a hero section. So that's like, it's almost like that, isn't it? You might be saying, how do you add in navigation? So if you're building out a website, you might want some navigation. So you go down to navigation bars, and then you can drag and drop that up to the top here. Ooh, go all the way to the top. I'm just going to hit save as well. Keep hitting save. I'm sure that's something they're going to improve on as well. But what I wanted to show you as well, if we can, let's go down to the background, choose an image, and you get free stock images. So that was of a city, wasn't it? So you can see here we've got some real cool images. So I'm going to upload that. And select that. I can also, within here is I can add on top of the background. So let me just go back up to there. On top of the background, I can add a color, and I can change the transparency. So for example, if the text isn't popping, I can change the transparency from within here, which is pretty cool as well. I can get it to resize. What I was going to do, so let me just change the image in there. So I want to change the background, choose an image. We're nearly out of time, so I'm going to leave it at that. But I just want to show you basically how easy it is. Also, how easy it is to make mistakes when you're not clicking saving all the time. I think that's because as a Mac user, I'm just so used to it saving like every 3 seconds or whatever it is. Sorry, what am I doing? want free stock images, and let's type in tech. So let's find something a bit sci-fi. I quite like that. So select. As you can see here, this is also a design trick. Is if you're adding loads of images into your background, split that up with some solid. So what you're doing is you're breaking up the sections in your website, and that's really going to help you when designing everything out. Now I could go and publish this website as it is. Now, obviously, it's going to take me a fair while. Like I said, it would take me typically a full 7 hours. So this has been created in probably about 45 minutes. With me doing lots of talking. Yes, I made a couple of mistakes. I redesigned this header. So I'd done some more design elements in there. I've copy and pasted some of the text, and that's why it's so important to get your sales copy done beforehand. But one of the great features that is coming, and I want to share this with you, is if we go to pages, this is really, really interesting. So I can add a page and I can use a URL importer. So if I wanted to import this website, and please don't tell me this is going to work now, because if it does, I'm going to scream. I'm not going to scream. I might do, actually. So I use the URL importer, press Command V, and then all you're going to do is import the layout only. It shouldn't import the images, but when I did it last time, it didn't work, and it didn't import. It imported the images as well. So you just have to be careful with this. Does that work? No. Why does that not work? So let me do it again. So add a new page, URL importer, Command V, import layout only. No, it doesn't seem to be working, does it? Command V. To import the content of the entire page, you must prove ownership by placing the following code in the page header. Okay. I don't know why that's not working. So basically, what this means is, and this is updated. I mean, this is how much they're updating it on a daily basis. I tried this out the other day, and I tried it on, I think it was Mark Wickersham's website, and it didn't work. It just imported the boxes here, there, and everywhere. But at the moment, it doesn't seem to be working at all, because I click import layout, and it's not doing nada. It's not doing nothing. But this new page importer section here has updated. So the great thing about this is to import the content of the entire page, you must prove ownership by placing the following code in your page head. So basically, if I wanted to copy Mike Forsame's, let me try somebody else's domain, just see whether, let's try. So this is my old website. I'm getting this updated because I'm doing this, and I'm redesigning this actually within GrooveFunnels. This cost me an absolute arm and a leg, and it's rubbish. I don't like it at all. I don't like the design. I don't like the copy. I paid over £2,500 in total in all the freelancers that I brought on board to help with that project. You might say it was poorly managed by me, but the freelancers definitely didn't manage my expectations. See if that works. Oh, we've got something. So you can see it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work, does it? So it's imported an old video of mine. It's imported the containers. The containers are all over the place. Like, that does not look anything like my website. So that makes sense. So this is still got to be improved before anyone can actually use it. I think so I've heard on the grapevine that if you were copy and pasting effectively a funnel from ClickFunnels, that it would copy the design like for like. And maybe it's something to do with the coding of ClickFunnels. I'm not sure. But mine was custom coded in WordPress. So that's probably why they can't kind of decipher that code, if that makes sense, because it's almost like it's written in a different language. So you just have to bear that in mind. So whilst they're saying you can import your website directly in, so if you've already got a website, you could import it directly in. I've not seen it work yet. So Mike feel same, or somebody from the team, if you get involved, if you want to come and show me how it's done. Like I say, it's not working for me. I know the software is still in beta, and I know you're still testing this, but I've just imported my website here, and it's, as you can see, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing like like nothing. It's not even close. So we'll be ignoring that feature on future demonstrations. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed what I've shared today. Like I say, it's not rocket science. People try and make it out to be rocket science. Building a website is so technical. You need to be a coder to be able to do it. No, you don't. You probably do need to be a coder to be able to export your current website and import it. You might be thinking, why would I want to do that? I've already got a website. And that's why with sales funnels, you could use this to start building out your sales funnels first, which is what I've done. So I'm building out a sales funnel to sell a specific product. So I'm going to be selling my consulting product. And when I sell my consulting product, you'll be able to actively buy that consulting product through that funnel. So you don't need to go to my website to be able to find out more information about me, if that makes sense. My website is pretty poor, to be honest with you, and I was really disappointed. We invested a lot of time and a lot of money into it, and they didn't produce what I expected, which was very disappointing. But c'est la vie. Sometimes when you take the bull by the horns and actually do it yourself, like I say, if you're on a tight budget and you're trying to create a website from scratch, or you're currently hosting your website with somebody else, okay, that URL importer might not be working. Maybe if you introduce the code, maybe that will work a lot better. I'm sure they've got demonstrations of where that works, and that works brilliantly. But like I say, for me, it's just not worked at all. So that will be an absolute game changer, because actually shifting your website from one provider to another is going to be fantastic. And the amount you could save, the amount of money you could save by doing that is absolutely huge. Not to mention the fact that if you know how to edit things within your website, it's even better. It's even better, because you can actually go in your website and you can say, right, I just want to upload this new video. And that's what I really like about it. I like that I can go in there and I can start building landing pages for books. I can start building landing pages for digital assets that I'm doing. So I've got a book to be launched soon called Pricing Secrets. So that is aimed at entrepreneurs learning how to learning pricing secrets that can make you hundreds of thousands of dollars. And I'm going to be creating the landing page for that. Now, if I want to concentrate, actually, I probably want to concentrate more on the sales copy, because that's going to be the most expensive thing. I could actually pay somebody on Canva to actually come in and design everything that's needed in my actual Groove account. What I can't do in Groove at the moment, or haven't worked out how to do it, is how to add in other users. So add in another user to be able to help me with my design, if that makes sense. So anyway, I hope you're well. I hope you're having a fantastic day. You can have a play about with it, build as many funnels as you want. You can build out your own website, as I've just shown. you're probably better off if your website's a bit dated and you've got the content there. It's just literally copying and pasting the content into a new website. It will be so easy to do that. I mean, that will literally take minutes, because all you will have to do is just go to Groove Pages, pick the template that you like, and then start copying and pasting the content over. If there is a picture placeholder, then all you would need to do is create the picture to go inside that placeholder. Anyway, I'm talking too much. I hope you've got massive value out of that, and I hope that's really going to give you some inspiration to start creating your own. If you're interested in actually signing up for GrooveFunnels, like I say, they've got an opening offer available up to the 18th of October. I think it's officially the 19th of October, as with the things I'm reading. If you go to offer.jamieselby.com, which I've just put in the chat. If you go across over to that, then there's an opportunity to actually work with me. I am helping anybody that signs up for the premium version. So if you do sign up for the premium version, make sure you let me know, and I will send you through your bonuses. So the bonuses are, you will get a one-to-one strategy session with me worth $397. So we'll sit down and we'll actually strategize. What pages do you need? What do you need to create a sales funnel? How are you going to create that? Do you need to bring in freelancers? Really help you with the strategy and strategize how you're going to start your own online business. It might be that you want to set up an e-commerce business. If you want to set up an e-commerce business, you've got GrooveCart there. So there's so much available to you through that. And like I say, that's all completely and utterly free. So if you go to like I say, Jamie, so offer.jamieselby.com. See here, we've got 7 days left of this offer. As soon as that timeline has gone, these offers will be revoked. You're also getting $6,386 of additional free bonuses available up to the 18th or the 19th of October. Basically, the end of that timer. So when that timer is up, those bonuses are going to be removed. So that's another 6 apps that will help on your journey. I've put 6,386. If you go to the GrooveFunnels website, it actually says more. Where is it? I think they've changed it. So they've actually updated. That's it, $6,925. Well, I actually added up all these bonuses here and they didn't add up to that amount. So I don't know who's doing the maths or how they get to that amount. I'm not saying that they're wrong, but I actually looked at the cost of the actual software to actually buy it right now. So you're getting $6,500 worth of additional software, which is definitely worthwhile. Not to mention the fact that you're going to get access to all of these GrooveFunnels tools. So you're going to get access to Groove Pages, Groove Sell, Groove Affiliate, Groove Video, Groove Member, Groove Mail, and Groove Cart. You will not get access to those tools for free after the launch. You will not get access to these tools after the launch. It's not going to happen. You're not going to get them. So just bear that in mind. If you do take up the lifetime offer, and because I want to see you be successful, if you do sign up for the lifetime offer, I'm offering actually some free bonuses. So like I say, I'm going to give you a strategy session worth $397. You can actually talk with me. You can get access to my business brain. You know, my background as a chartered accountant, I've worked with thousands of business owners worldwide, helping them create successful businesses online and offline. So you're going to get best of both worlds. You're going to get Groove Online mentoring session worth $197. So I'm setting up a Groove Online mentoring group where I will be mentoring you how to think more about the strategy that goes into your funnels, how to think about the sales copy that goes into, how to do some of the design, how to start promoting your sales funnel, etc., etc. You're also going to get access to one of my 25 e-courses. So I run a business called Lost Profit, and in Lost Profit, we are doing everything we can within sales and marketing to really help you identify where you're losing out on potential money. Now, these could be small incremental changes that you make to your business, but you can have access to one of those 25 courses. So that's to go live 1st of December. So we're hoping to get that live by the 1st of December. We've got our developers working on building the actual platform. Unfortunately, I couldn't build it within Groove Member because Groove Member is not SCORM compliant. So if you know education materials, SCORM compliant basically means that if you're inside the video window, you can actually enter your information in there as you're going through the training. It's a fantastic way to learn. So you're going to get access to those one of those 25 courses worth $97. So you're getting over $600, $700 worth of bonuses there. Mike is infecting the air with his freebie-itis, and that's only available up to the 18th of October. So do make sure you get access to that, and all you need to do is click get my free bonuses, and that'll take you through to Messenger. You just send me a message, tell me that you've signed up for the lifetime. I will be able to see my end, whether your affiliate purchase has gone through. If your affiliate purchase has gone through, then I will send you your free bonuses. But it's a fantastic opportunity for us to work together. I'm really excited by this software. I'm a little bit tired because I'd had planned, really, I wanted to do this at 12 o'clock when I've got most energy. It's getting towards 5 o'clock, getting towards the end of the day. And, I just, my energy levels are starting to deplete a little bit now. So anyway, I hope you have an absolutely fantastic Monday night. I shall be going live every day all the way up to the 19th of October. Just sharing some more insights into the software. I'm going to be moving on to GrooveSell, and what's the other one? So we've got GrooveSell, Groove Affiliate, Groove Mail, Groove Member, Groove Video, and Groove Cart. So I'm going to be moving across into those. Groove Cart, if you have signed up for the free version of GrooveFunnels, you need to create your URL straight away. So I've actually created this store URL, so golfmad.groovecart.com. So I can't create my new store until 4 days time, and I think that's because they're creating that many e-commerce stores on this platform that they're having to do that. So just bear that in mind through this launch phase. Anyway, have an absolutely fabulous day. Take care. Bye-bye.